everyone, and welcome to my channel. So today's video is a video about what I'll be reading for the month of February. It's my February TBR. So for those of you who don't know what TBR means, it means to be read. So this is a list of all the books that I am planning on reading for the month of February. And I have about a total right now of 9 books. So excuse me if I'm going to be looking down. I'm looking at my laptop here just to make sure that I don't miss any of the books that I'm reading. So the first one that I am reading, or that I'm continuing on, is The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson, and this is a fantasy, and it is a book one in the Stormlight Archive, and this is doing a read along on Mr. Francie's Discord. And this book we started it in January, and we're continuing it into February. So I'm about 71% into the book now, so I'm going to be pretty close to finishing it, 3/4 of the way. And I'm actually starting to like it. It's a very long book, but it's totally different from the Mistborn series. But I'm starting to, like I said, I'm starting to enjoy it. And the next book that I'm reading is 5 Total Strangers, and this is by Natalie D. Richards, and this is a thriller. And this is for a buddy read that I'm doing with Sharon. And we're reading the first half of the book this past week, and then we're going to be finishing it off next week. So I'm halfway, like I said, I'm halfway into that book. And so the rest of these books these are for the month of February. And I'm reading In Bed with the Devil, and this is by Lorraine Heath. It's a historical romance, and it is book 1 in the Scoundrels of St. James series. And I'm about halfway, I think, or no, 41% into it. I had started it already, and this one is interesting. I mean, Lorraine Heath her writing is very angsty. Her plots are really angsty, and that's kind of like my jam, I guess to say. So I'm just listening to that on Audible on Scribd. And the other book that I've actually already finished, and this would be I said 9 books, but it would be 10, is A Matter of Life and Death, and I just finished that on Thursday. And this is book 2 in the Bake Shop Mystery series by Ellie Alexander. And this is for a reread of the entire Bake Shop series, and we're doing this with Courtney from Protagonist, and so a bunch of us are going to be rereading the entire Bake Shop series, and I had already finished that one already. And so the next book, forgot to mention, with the In Bed with the Devil book, this is this was picked because I'm doing this, it's like a TBR game on Hannah from Buggy Reads Discord. She does this number generator where she uses a generator to randomly pick 2 numbers. And those of us that are participating we put our list of books, 20 books, on her channel. And whatever numbers that are picked every month that corresponds to the books that are in our lists, we take those and those are the ones that are going to be picked, and we read those for the month. So In Bed with the Devil was one of those books. And the second book that was picked was, in my list anyway, was The Maid by Native Prose. And this is I guess it's a cozy, not cozy mystery, but it's a cozy, it's a mystery, but it's like in a cozy setting with a maid. She's working at a hotel, and she one day just finds one of the guests dead in his room. So this one I've been wanting to read. I've heard good things, and I've heard some not so good things about the book, but I'm interested in reading it because I really want to try it out. And the next book that I'll be reading is a buddy read on Mr. Francie's channel or Discord, and it's the The Magician's Nephew. And this is part of the Chronicles of Narnia series. So we're going to be reading every month. We're going to be reading 1 book from the Chronicles of Narnia series. So The Magician's Nephew is the first one. And so the next book that I'll be reading is it's a scavenger hunt pick from the Killing Time with Cozy's server or Discord, or yeah. And it is pick a book with a mature sleuth or an elderly sleuth. So this one I chose a Hercule Poirot book by Agatha Christie, and it is The Labors of Hercules. This is book number 27 in the series. And I had started reading it. I was reading it as an ebook on my Kobo, but I had dropped it to read other books. So I'm going to pick that one back up and finish that one. And I am actually wanting to read all the Poirot books and also Miss Marple as well. I could have picked the Miss Marple, but since this one, the Labors of Hercules, I had already started it. I was thinking I might as well finish it. And the next book is also a scavenger hunt pick, and it is Secret at Skull House by Josh Lanyon. And the prompt is pick a book with purple on the cover. And so this one I chose because it has purple on the cover. And this is book 2 in the Secrets of Scrabble mystery series. And I've already read book 1 and I really enjoyed it. So I'm looking forward to reading this one. And so the next book is a read along, or a buddy read rather, of the books in the Southern Sewing Circle mystery series by Elizabeth Lynn Casey, and this is on Melmac's Discord, and it is Death Threads, and it's book number 2. So we read a book every month in the series, and we already read book 1 in January. So we'll be reading Death Threads this month. And then the other book that I'm going to be reading is Pleading for Mercy, and this is by Melissa Bourbon, and it's book 1 in the Harlow Cassidy series. And this is for the Cozy Escape Book Club with Courtney from Protagonist, and this is picking a book for hobbies, I believe it is, and that's the prompt. So those are all the books that I'll be reading, and this is right now. This is what I've got planned for February. I'm sure I'll probably be adding more books on as I'm going through and I'm finishing these books that are in my list. And I don't know how many books I have actually planned for January, but I had finished once. I had added a lot more after that, so I might be able to. I know the February is a short month, but I'll see if I can fit more in there. But this list that I just was going through with you is what I have actually got planned. So thank you for watching, and what are you planning on reading for the month of February? I'd like to know. If you'd like to post in the comments, I would really like to read what you're going to be picking up this month. So thanks again for watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.